puppy over there, Bentley. Yep, we're gonna be talking about what you should know before getting a Rottweiler, my personal experiences raising a Rottweiler.
Wake your ass up.
Alright, so here we are. We've made it to a park. Bentley loves going on his walks, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about pet ownership, Rottweiler ownership, kind of what you should know. So here he is. Bentley, sit. Say hi to the camera. Yeah, he's so cute. Bentley is no, stay over there. Bentley is a 1.5 year Rottweiler. He was born on February 2nd, 2022. So he's got one of the coolest birthdays, 2/2/22. And he's brought a lot of positivity to my life. With that being said, though, there's been a lot of lessons learned, a lot of things that I've learned along the way that I think a lot of people could benefit from if you're thinking about getting a dog like this, because it's not the easiest dog to train, but it is definitely very rewarding. So let's get to it. Go on your walk, Bentley. Yeah. All right, come on. Go. So why the Rottweiler? Why did I get a Rottweiler? I've always been in love with the Rottweilers, the way that they look, their attitude, their temperament. I've had minimal experience before I got my Rottweiler when I was young, but it didn't scare me because I knew that I wanted to have a pet like this, and I knew that I could handle the responsibility if I just stuck to a training plan and figured out what I needed to do to be successful. I paid for a dog puppy course for training. It is Will's Perfect Puppy Course, and he did a very good job at explaining the fundamentals of being a dog owner and having the dog look to you for respect. I think that laying the foundations, as the owner is very important, because you don't want to make sure that your dog is not like bossing you around and doing what he wants to do. So that Perfect Puppy Course was very good at breaking it down week by week. As soon as you get in 8 weeks, what you need to do, and it really made it easy for me to kind of just follow along and know what I needed to do with the dog. That I would definitely recommend that you either board your dog, so take him somewhere to be trained, or you enroll him in puppet school, or at the minimum get yourself an online course. Whether or not you have experience with these dogs, you gotta have some sort of structure as to where the training is gonna go in week 1, week 2, week 3, and so forth. I got him when he was 2 months old, so the puppy course that I bought, Perfect Puppy Course, started at 8 weeks. So it made it really easy to step 1, do this, step 2, do this, step 3, do this, week 1, do this, week 2, do that. And it really made it easy for me to follow along and feel confident in what I was teaching my dog. And because of that effort, Bentley has never had an accident in the house. He's never peed, pooped in the car. He's never attacked anybody. He's never destroyed anything. And it's all because of the fundamentals that I learned in that puppy course. You don't want to get a dog and have no structure and end up with a dog that is aggressive, not socialized. It's bad for the dog. It's bad for you. It's just not a good outcome for anybody. So realize that when you get a dog, and this is something that I didn't realize, you're pretty much like getting a kid, like you're like having a kid, because your life is no longer going to be just your life like before. I don't have kids myself, so and ever since I have a dog now, it feels like I have a kid. Like it feels like before I head out, I got to take him on his walk. I got to feed him. I got to make sure I take him out to the bathroom. I got to clean up the poop outside. I got to bathe him. All these responsibilities, and it's almost like I have a kid. And that's something that I didn't really understand before I got the dog. I kind of just thought that, just put in your hours and then just kind of do your own thing. But it's like, no, me and this dog are in it together now. We share a life together, and that's a beautiful thing. I really enjoy that. Bentley is my buddy, and he's definitely a great dog. Now, these dogs are notorious for being aggressive, right? And the reason for that is because most of these dogs are usually not socialized. Well, I mean, a lot of dogs usually aren't socialized. And what socializing means is, since puppy age, since they're young, you have to expose them to people, dogs, cars, pretty much everything in the real world. Again, it's like I said, having a kid. They're seeing the world for the first time, and it's up to you to show the dog that it's okay. If they see another dog, they don't have to bark at it. If they see another person, they don't have to go at him. See, right now he's on high alert because he sees someone walking by, but he's not barking at him, he's not lunging at him, and I could really leave him off leash and he wouldn't walk away. Over here, come on. Early socialization is extremely important, so taking them to your buddy's house, taking them to Home Depot, taking them to the park, taking them by the street. And if you don't have that type of time, then you might not be ready for a dog. That's completely okay, because you don't want to get into a situation where you get a dog, you're not ready for it, and then you leave them up for adoption. I can make specific videos on all this at a different time. Again, kind of just want to introduce Bentley to the channel, but socializing is extremely important. Number two, keeping his energy level down. So a dog has a certain amount of energy every day, right? And if you're not depleting that energy, if you're not taking them on walks, if you're not making them run around, the dogs are going to find a way to use up that energy. And typically it's going to be like destroying shoes or destroying the house, run all over the place. If my dog is tired, and back when Bentley was young, if we took him out on a walk, on a nice long walk, he came back, he was not causing any trouble. He'd lay down, he'd just relax, he'd go to sleep, and then he'd go in his crate and it'd be all good. So if you're not an active person, or you're not someone who can dedicate yourself at least an hour of depleting a dog's energy, I would maybe be careful about getting a dog. You might not be ready again. And then lastly, crate training. You're gonna have to crate train your dog because you're not always gonna be able to have an eye out on him. By you not putting him in an environment where he can cause trouble, you'll avoid the problem altogether. So when I said that Bentley has never destroyed shoes, he's never destroyed socks or anything, it's because I never gave him the opportunity to. If I wasn't watching him, he was in the crate. And like I said before, he was usually pretty tired out throughout the day because I'd take him out in the morning, throughout the day. And so he was okay on his crate. He wouldn't be crying, he wouldn't be making a mess, he'd be good. So you gotta have discipline for crate training. Again, Perfect Puppy Course can help you with all that. So if you made it this far into the video and you still think a Rottweiler is the right for you, congratulations. Whether this is going to be your first dog, your third dog, I really hope that you listen to what I said, because it's very important that you think about the effort that it's going to take for you to raise a good dog. Like I said, you're going to have time every day for this dog, at least within its first 2 years, to train it, so that you have a dog that's going to be a great companion for the rest of your life. Like I said, and to put it all together, you're going to have time to socialize him, to take him on walks, and to just spend time with him so that you guys have a great relationship. Bentley, he's my fucking buddy. He's my boy. I would definitely say that it was worth all that time and effort that I put into him, because now I have a dog that is my dude. He goes with me everywhere. He's great with people. He's great with other dogs. And I wouldn't trade him for anyone else. It definitely was a learning curve, but like I said, just have that consistency, and you'll be okay. So thanks for watching. I could definitely have more videos on Bentley. If you guys enjoy more puppy dog type content. I am not a big master dog trainer myself. I just put in the time, read books, took a puppy course, and I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what it took or what worked. So definitely comment down below if there's anything specific you want me to talk about. Bentley's part of my life, so he'll be around for all the future videos. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Tune in for the next video, and I'll see you guys. Say bye, Ben. Come on, let's go.